And we are underway in Buffalo. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the former Buckeye, the young rookie QB from Ohio State.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
A short one there to Freiermuth. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
49-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 49 yards. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start the drive with Cook. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
to the air. Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
28-yard line.
Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll get this down to the 10. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Allen going to go on 4th down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, an all-out battle on 4th and goal, offense versus defense, and the offense won it.
And I'm just wondering what was going through the minds of the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Were they playing the run too much? Were they not focused that the whole playbook was open in that situation? Give the offensive guys a lot of credit. I just wonder what the defensive guys were thinking.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Quick move by Miller. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Maxwell Hairston on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run again with Dowdle. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That's good.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Off the bootleg. Howard. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action. Howard. They're going right back to Pittman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
Steelers first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Dowdle. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
This is caught. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Steelers 14.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Allen now looks to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as
as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here.
Looking to put a drive together.
They run here with Dowdle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A running play, it's Dowdle.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Here's Howard from the gun on 3rd down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A gain of 6. That's good for us.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
In motion right is Pittman.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 5.
Off the play fake, Howard. So the completion gets him just a yard. And then we've got a 3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
That's another.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Rico Dowdle
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Chris Boswell to
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Able to slither by. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They run a draw here on second down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Howard.
And connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Howard. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Howard.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
For the field goal, a 19-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Chris Boswell.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Allen. And it's a fumble. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Allen to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a
Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Bills. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Allen off the play fake. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now.
Formation.
Taken right around the 44. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Howard throwing to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Pat Fryermuth. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Howard out to the right and complete to Pittman. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football.
And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Howard. And it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. They'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Howard. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. Howard. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Rico Dowdle
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Bill 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2.
Chris Boswell.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To the air, Allen. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. And this is going to be a touchdown. Boy, problems with a snap, and it leads to the block, and that in turn leads to 6 points the other way.
Partners, you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play.
Matt Prater set
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 81 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers just continue to roll. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
Chris Boswell to
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here come the Bills.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and running back Rico Dowdle headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, on for his 2nd punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. He juked him. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his load a rest. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. Headed second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Allen maybe with a free play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Cook following the penalty.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run forward with Davis. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering.
And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield? They're eligible too.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
In motion, the tight end. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
A short one there to Fryermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Howard now off the bootleg. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
And the Steelers on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Got to give the offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a 1st down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They go play action here on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Well, that was definitely a surprise there. Handed to the big guy on 1st down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the 2nd level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
Quick slant to Shakir. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 6 now. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run again on first down. Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Motion man is Shakir.
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Cook able to escape.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's second and inches at the 15-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 3, second and a yard.
Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid from 3 yards out. And the Bills drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 20. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 165 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Washington. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
For a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.